This is Code.org. I'm currently working on CS Principles, Unit 5, Building Apps, Lesson 13, Introduction to Arrays, Puzzle 14. Let's see what we have. Removing items. Sometimes we want to remove something from an array. In order to do so, you'll need to specify the index of the item that should be removed. Yes. And so index is always tricky because remember we start at 0. Note, remove item removes the location in the array at the index provided. As a result, the array is one location shorter, and all indexes after the index provided will have their index decreased by 1. Yes. So if I have an array with the numbers 47, 48, and 49 in it, and I delete index 1, deleting 48, 49 is not at index 2 anymore. It would move over. You'll see what I mean. Do this. Read the documentation for remove item. Documentation's hidden under, right? But when we hover, we can click, hover, and we can click see examples. This is all the documentation. Right? I'll walk you through it, though I know what we got to do. So always handy, though, to use that. Starter code has been provided. Yes, it has. Use remove item to individually remove all the remove strings in your array to form a complete sentence. Use console log to confirm it was successful. So let's see what we have. We're going to hit run and see. Remove. Oh, okay. So we have to remove everything that says remove. This makes sense. All right. So we're going to use remove item to do that. I'm going to hit reset. Remove item. Your code goes here. Got it. I'm going to add a few of these. And then I'm going to push this over and push this over. Well, that is some long code. All right. So sentence, this is, remember, we start at index 0. So we want to remove this. We don't want to remove it from list. We want to remove it from sentence is the name of our array. So this should say sentence and index 0. So 1. Oh, what's going to be hard about this is once we remove it, that index is gone. So index 0. And after that, this will be index 0. So then we want to remove something from index 2. Oh, let's start from the back. I could remove something from index 0 and then say 0, 1, 2 because code runs in order, right? So once I remove, here, I'll keep going like this. It will work. All right, sentence. And then index 2. Starting from the back would mean you don't have to do this, what I'm doing, right? So there's two ways to solve this. I'll show you both. So we can do index 0 is gone. Then we would want this, then this would be 0. Remember, code runs in order, so we're going to delete index 0. Suddenly now this is 0 when it runs the next line. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, now once that's gone, this is 0, 0, 1, 2, because this doesn't exist. 3, 4, 5. So then we would want to remove something from index 5. Okay. And then we would want to remove something, if we're removing something from index 5, we can keep going. There's no 5. So then 5 again, because that would be 5's new location. Okay. Let me switch to text. Goes off. All right, let's see what this looks like. See if I got it. Today, I am excited to learn about arrays. Yes, so we did. And that's because I want you to see here. I am going to, here, let's switch this to 3. Because this would normally be at index 3, that remove. It stays because code runs in order. And so it removes index 0, and then this is now index 0. So when we run this line, we need to count from here. You could have also done this from the back, because then you don't have to change anything. And I think this was 8, and then this would be 7. And these index back here would change, but since we're starting from the back, we aren't going to be changing the index up front first. And so we can just use the normal indexes to grab everything and change it. So this would also work. Yep. Tricky, tricky. All right. So that's important. It's also, though, important to realize how they adjust as we move. So make sure you double check the earlier part of this video if you were confused about starting from the beginning, because that also can work. Let's keep going.